Hey YouTube, I wanted to show you a thrift store find that I picked up recently. I just got into sewing actually, so I don't really know anything about many sewing machines. I do know that my mom and my grandmother both had Singer sewing machines, so I figured those are good solid machines as I recall when I was a kid. Anyhow, went to a thrift store and I found this package with the cabinet, the machine. It's a model 66-18, and it is in what they call a black crinkle. I picked this up for $20, and the whole reason that I got into trying to teach myself how to sew is I had taken, I don't know, about 6-7 articles of clothing to a couple of tailors and asked them to do what ended up being a darning of some holes in some jeans and hemming, taking in some trousers in the legs so they're not as wide. That's about it. But like I said, 6 or 7 articles of clothing. The darning was done on two pair of jeans that I brought in, about 4 to 6 holes total. Anyhow, I was quoted by 2 different shops, anywhere from $100 to $120, I think it was, 120 to 140 at one shop. $100 was the other one, about, that's what they said. Anyways, I just thought that's crazy, but the tailor was going on about this Singer machine that he had, not this one, but a special one that he used for darning. And I told him, I'm not real concerned about the type of machine you use so long as it's done. And once he explained that this technique of darning, which I'm sure you're well aware, is simply sewing fabric over the hole and not using a patch. And I found out that darning is simply a method that can be accomplished by many machines. And this is one of them among like almost every other one. And so I figured instead of spending $120 or $140, which I wouldn't have spent anyways, I'd do it myself. I mean, these were work jeans. These were not like favorite jeans like this tailor was saying. A lot of people like their favorite jeans, and I can appreciate that. But these are not favorite jeans. These are just work jeans. And the hemming and stuff, it just seems basic to me. Taking in the legs. Anyhow, so I had originally purchased a couple other machines just in the past couple weeks. Only because there were thrift store finds. I found a Viking, Husqvarna Viking, for $13. That one, unfortunately, I needed a pedal that didn't come with it, but I didn't know that at the time, and I had to hunt one down and didn't want to wait around for a good deal on that, so I ended up paying $40 for that. So it was like $55 all in, but the machine works great. It's heavy duty, and it'll do anything I really want it to do, to be honest with you. The other machine that I bought was a Singer, 1990s Singer. I think it's a 4832 model number, and I just read some reviews and people said that they were really kind of heavy duty. They're really not, but I mean they'll do like denim, but they don't push through what I wanted, like 6 layers of denim and stuff like that. Anyways, but I only paid $15 for it, and it was so clean, in a case, foot pedal, manual, everything included. So I just didn't want to pass it up, and I figured at that point I had only spent under like $60 for a couple machines, and just started to teach myself to sew. And the only reason that I bought this, quite honestly, is because I was at a thrift store and it had a price up here. It said $150, and on this table, this cabinet, it had a sticker, big page sticker that said blowout sale $20. So I figured that it didn't work or something was going on with it, but I figured it was good enough for the cabinet for me to pay $20. I wasn't really looking forward to working on a machine, but I figure I might be able to sell the parts off of this one and make back my 20. But it turned out it worked great, and it had been used recently because in the cabinet it had a lot of these accessories. Now the scissors, the bigger scissors, and some of the thread is mine, and the tape. But all the other stuff came with it, including, which I thought was outstanding, these manuals, or the manual for this. It's awesome. Anyways, it came with that and a button holder. I think that's just to make the hole of a button, and I don't foresee using that, but it came with it in a nice little green case, and I think I might sell that too. But anyways, the original foot pedal, and like I said, the cabinet. One thing that I couldn't figure out, oddly enough, is this table end. It was like hanging down. I couldn't figure out what was supposed to brace it. Well, later on I figured, after seeing a video of somebody having this opened up and braced that way, I thought, oh, I guess that's the way they do it. But I couldn't figure, as it was closed, how I was going to be using this with the door closed, because I had it like this, and I was like trying to sew at a distance from the machine. Wow, obviously it's supposed to be open. And the whole reason I bring it up is because what I ended up doing is putting this little bracket, and I just drilled it into the side to hold it, so it holds the tabletop, where I didn't really need it, obviously, because that'll work just great, but it gives some extra support to the other end, and I'm not real concerned about drilling holes in the cabinet, but it's functional, that piece. Anyways, the thrift stores, getting back to the finds that you have at thrift stores, I think are outstanding. I know a lot of people think their machines are worth a lot of money because they're old Singers and so forth. Maybe they are, but you know, they're not something that I would pay a lot of money for, even though they're old Singers and they do work great. But this particular 66 has been touted as being very heavy duty, and it is, because it's done everything that I wanted to do. One thing I really like about this, and this one dates to 1938, is it has the back tack or reverse feature, which is, you know, all the way up. I guess the earlier models didn't have it, but this one does, and it's very functional. Still just a straight stitch. I don't know when they came out with a zigzag, but you can hear how smooth that is. Reverse. I mean, that works as well as I think it's probably ever has. These plates, I bought these for $7.50. This and a matching hole in the back, this circular plate, only because I didn't like that frilly stuff that came with this. It did only come with this particular plate, the frilly one. That center, the whole piece in the back there was not there, so that was one plate that was missing. But it's only $7.50 that I paid through eBay for the pair. The light looks like it's original, and it still works, which is cool. The motor does not look like, I mean, it is a Singer motor, but it doesn't look like it's an original. It looks like it's been replaced, which is great because it's a fresh motor. And this is the plate that I was telling you about. But I do love the crinkle finish. It's very simple. Doesn't have all that frilly stuff here. I hate that crap, that really ornate stuff. I mean, you know, for me, I'm saying. And I didn't like it here, so I just wanted something very simple, and I think this accomplishes it. And I wasn't looking for a machine. Like I said, the only reason why when I was at that thrift store that I bought it was because it said 20 bucks, and I figured you can't walk away from that. Given that I had the table, I could use this as a nice writing table. So anyhow, thrift store finds, I think that's your best bet for any of the machines, given that I bought the 3 that I own there. And I think I'm going to end up selling that Singer 4832, and I'll probably be able to get, you know, maybe upwards of $75 for it. It's so clean, it looks, you know, new, and I just oiled it and everything. But because it comes with the manual, the factory manual, and the case, the hard case, and the foot pedal looks brand new. I could probably do real well just putting that on Craigslist or something. But thrift store finds sewing machines. If you're into finding one, that's the place to look, in my opinion. So just wanted to show you the find, and wish you happy hunting if you're looking for one. Hope you got something out of this. Till next time.